Okay, so today I'm going to be making things in my room. And last night I made this. I really like that fitting this out. It was actually from a Monster High ad in the 17 magazine. And today I'm going to make these for my clear drawer. And what I'm doing is I printed this off, but I ran out of black ink, as you can tell, it faded. I'm just taking Sharpie marker and I'm just taking Sharpie marker and coloring it in. So I'm going to face the camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like I made it too pixelated, or I did, the ink did run out. So yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of running out of ink because last night I drew in those different on this. And I'm making these for my new room. So yeah, and I'm gonna have a new room soon. I'm kind of happy. Well, not kind of happy. I'm like psyched about it. My room, as you can tell, is gonna be zebra print, and hot pink. The reason why hot pink is because I found this cute rug at Walmart.com. And it was a punk rock rug, and I loved it. I just fell in love with it because it had the pink and the black skull and crossbones on it. It went perfectly with, then shortly after I found a bedding right underneath that was zebra print. And I was just like, oh my god, I've got to have this. So after that, I was just like, yeah, my room is going to be zebra print themed. And this will go into, like I said, my clear thing over there. And it's already starting to come together. Like, zebra print actually will. My marker is kind of running out of ink, so I'm going to find a better marker after I do this. Or you know what? I think I can give this marker a rest and use Expo, or you guys can use any kind of black marker you like. I'm using whatever I have around the house. And I also did some research on how to do a room on a budget. So this is how I came up with these things, and I actually think I found a tutorial on kind of like this, but it didn't really explain how to make it, it just showed the product. So don't copyright me, because I didn't copyright. They never made the video for how to make it. So yeah, as you can tell, it's running out of ink also. So I'm just going to take this and go in with this one, and every so often switch off because it'll make it look better. The ink will have time to drain to the end, and that's what I'm doing right now. And so I'm just gonna keep coloring. Now, you don't have to color them in if your ink was really good, it wasn't really pixelated, or even if you like the pixelated look. Okay, so you don't really have to do this yet. So I'm also gonna need some scissors to trim off the edges, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But I kept the edges so that I could do the ink without it running. I also found some other little sayings that I'm going to put into a frame. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do the lettering, because I found that the lettering was blues and yellows, and that just didn't fit my room that I want. So I wanna just gonna color it in. And first I'm gonna outline it like so. Just gonna keep outlining and everything. I'm sorry if I sound stuffy today. I actually am. I got a cold overnight, and that's why I'm home right now. Sorry, this marker does make an annoying noise. I'm just gonna switch off again. I'm going to turn it so it's like this, so that I can get to this portion right here. I really like this part. It's my favorite part of zebra print, is when you have that piece. I'm just gonna keep coloring until I color the whole page. This step is very self-explanatory. I think it's all pretty self-explanatory once you've seen how to set it in there. It's quite easy. It's not hard at all. The black will go together with the zebra print. You can use any kind of paper. You don't even have to use paper like this. I was just looking up how to do it on a budget because I don't really have a lot of money. So I'm going to keep coloring like so. Sorry if the pressing on the marker is getting on your nerves, but it is running out of ink, and I don't want it to end up gray brown, because I did run out of black ink as I was printing. I don't really like the pixelated look either. So as you can see, it's coming along, and I only have 3 little pieces left, so I'm gonna color in this little piece and the Sharpie marker. That's actually making my nose run. I don't like that. I used to. This is really, it bothers my nose and my head. I don't have any other kind of black marker, so yeah. What I did to give it this kind of look is I just took the marker like this, and I outlined like this. And you know what, this actually might be a better idea, is if I outline it like that instead of use the chiseled edge. So I outlined it, and I gave it an effect. Then I just color it in. And this is how I'm coloring it in right now, because I've used the chiseled edge a lot, and the ink isn't really there anymore. So I'm just gonna keep doing it like that. And there's that piece. We only have one more piece, And I think I'm just gonna use this one because it seems a lot more easier. And I'm just going to color it. And it's kind of hard because my camera is like really pointed down to get the coloring, and I can't really tell when my video is going to be over. So I'm just guessing and every so often checking. Okay, so now that part is done, we have this, where I'm going to take the scissors and I'm just going to edge it off so that all the ugly stuff isn't showing. Okay, so eventually it'll just be a paper. Now for the bottom edge, I don't really need to do much because pretty much it's just a line with a small little tiny portion that is the ugly white piece. Again, like that. Unless I drew my fingerprint, and that's also okay, you can do your own thing. I'm really good at zero print, so I wouldn't really do it if you're not that good at it, but if you still want to do it, make it your own, do what you want. Of course, you could do anything that you don't. And so here we've gotten this. Okay. Now, if you see that thing in the back, right there, the purple and clear thing, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in like that so that I can see where my little pieces are and where I do need to cut. And then I'm also going to make some for the edges so that it looks like that. Because I have 15 pages. I don't know if 15 will work, but I'm trying to do. So it looks really nice. I'm just going to take my ruler that I have on this side. I'm going to take my ruler that I have. I'm just going to where am I? Oh, here it is. Okay, I have my scissors, and a little pencil or something to write with that really won't show up. So I'm gonna flip it over, so it does that, and I can just kind of put my finger there, bring it over here, so that I have the portion I'm going to cut off. And it's just going to be that big. As big as my ruler. And I'm just going to draw a line straight across here. Sorry. So I don't know if you can see, but I drawn a line straight across. I don't know if you can see it again. So I'm just going to cut right